Good morning. Next question. When did slaves become immigrants? I'd like to know because this is a serious topic that's going to affect a lot of people in the future. And it's something that actually came into my own life back in 2011. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, I think it was 2011, maybe 2010. I'm gonna tell you a little quick story. I was in college. I was old in college. Back then I was like 30, maybe 32 or something. And I had an English class and the lady hit me with this whole, it was not an English class. It was a history class. I was in there with like 19-year-old white kids in history class. I was the only black guy in there and I was super old for the time. I was like 30 something. And we got to slavery, and this woman sat up here and told me and the rest of the class that slavery was about black people and white people working together in the fields to build up America. I almost threw up. I was so disgusted that this person who has a PhD would say something so stupid. But then I realized that she's just like a politician or a fake pundit. She just gets paid to talk. She was a PhD. This woman was in her 50s or 60s. She knew better, but she was getting that check, right? Okay, no problem. She was getting paid well to give bad information, and that's fine. Now, fast forward to 2019, somebody got on my live stream saying that I come from a long line of immigrants. That's interesting. Because I can actually trace back some of my lineage. I don't recall ever hearing about an immigrant. Because if we go back, my mom was born in Cincinnati. She's not no immigrant. My grandma was born in Georgia. She's not an immigrant. Her parents were born, who knows? They weren't born in some other country and just immigrated over here. Their parents weren't just born in some other country and brought over here and just came over here. At some point, somebody was brought over here from Africa as a slave. So where's the immigration? Or there's another scenario, because there are people in my family tree that were what you guys would call Native Americans, because I've seen pictures, and a lot of those people were in America before slaves or anybody else was here. So those people aren't immigrants either. So I would like to know at what point, other than the fact that Ben Carson thinks so, at what point did slaves become immigrants? Because when I was a child, slaves were slaves. When I was in my 20s, slaves were slaves. But at some point between my 20s and my 30s, slaves became immigrants. So please, if somebody can answer this question, I would love to know. And also, let's show some documentation. Let's show some type of definitions, because I looked up the definition of slave and immigrant, and the two words aren't even similar. They're not connected at all. Like, they're not even remotely similar. There is no correlation between a slave and an immigrant, period. So I would like for all the millennials who watch this to please lay off the hookah, lay off the Powerade or the drinks or whatever, and start thinking a little bit. Slavery and immigration are not the same.